Hello, everybody out in Facebook world. I am so excited to have you join me and Joe
Let's
Lefebvre.
go.
Oh, this beautiful woman, as you can see in the opening, has agreed to join me today and share a bit of her life story. And today, you guys, listen in. If you are a woman that has struggled um, with having to live a life alone, hey, Mark, thanks for joining us. For struggled to live alone, if you have had battled with poor relationships that have left you downcast, even death in the family. And you're a single mom, you are going to want to hear this beautiful woman, Joe's story today. And it is so encouraging. And so, Joe, I met Joe, by the way. Let me tell you a little bit about our history. I met Joe when we were on one of our vacations together. That was an incentive trip for the company that we were both a part of. And we sat next to the pool. She told me her story and I just had chills, and it was a hot day out in front of a pool, and I just had chills just because the beauty that this woman has, the compassion and the love that she has. And I'll tell you what, pain brings compassion. You know, the deeper the pain, often the deeper and the greater the love. And this woman certainly demonstrates that to both her children and to everyone she meets. So, Joe, share with us a little bit about your journey, where you have been, where you are, and where you are going. There's so many women that are going to be encouraged by your story. So,
Okay, well, thank you for inviting me on, Becky. And I think you forgot to mention that I'm from the UK. So we're actually connecting across the water, which
across the
is
world,
lovely.
you'll be able to tell by her talk, but she is
My
in
Lancashire accent,
Lancashire.
northern English tone. But yes, well, my story is I got married and I made a big mistake. The guy I married was turned out to be quite a violent, angry man. And but I didn't want my children to be come from a broken home. So I stuck and tried to make it work and tried to make it happy for the children. But then, it was getting quite desperate. There was quite some awful moments. Near-death experiences, really not nice. And but then my dad suddenly had a horrible accident and was hospitalized. And I went up to see my dad, hoping that he was going to be okay. And unfortunately, that was the start of the end, and he died 3 months later. And it really made me take stock of my life, and it made me really think, we've only got one life. And what was I doing, wasting my life with them trapped in a relationship that was making me unhappy? It was making me small. It was making me, really, I couldn't believe that the change in me. I'd always been a confident woman, and now I was really kind of a shadow of myself. And it really made me think, I have to make a change. I have to divorce this man. And it was really tough. It was difficult to get out of because, they always say, don't they, that moment when you have to say goodbye is like the most dangerous time you're in. But I escaped, and I've thrived and I've done okay, but it was a moment which was a real struggle. But that was 11 years ago. And in that 11 years, not only did I change being, like in this marriage, I changed everything about my life. I wasn't happy in my job either. I was a primary school teacher, and suddenly becoming a single mum and then coming home every night to my own children, I just realized that I didn't enjoy teaching anymore. The children were great, but it was all the other bits that go with teaching, the amount of paperwork, the stress, the marketing, the planning. And I wasn't spending time with my own children because I was spending time marking books for other people's children. And I knew I had to find something that I wanted to feel passionate about. And I searched and searched, and what am I good at? What am I good at? But I'd lost all my confidence. I couldn't think I was good at anything. But I always knew that I'd been passionate about health wellness, nutrition, and helping people. So I retrained. I went to the Institute of Integrated Nutrition and became a certified health coach and launched out my own business as a certified health coach. But I wasn't a businesswoman. I really struggled. Where were all these clients? You know, I had this passion, I had this nutritional knowledge, but where was everybody? And so I was struggling, trying to make it work. And then at the same time, people kept mentioning network marketing opportunities to me, and I was so close to it. I really wasn't ready to listen. I didn't think it was what I wanted. I kind of looked down on network marketing. But one particular girl, Charlie, she kept talking to me about this product all the time. And she said, Jo, just watch the video. I know you're going to be passionate about the science. So I did. I actually started to watch the videos, and that's when it clicked. Oxidative stress. You know, I knew so much as studying nutrition that I knew about oxidative stress. So it was a time that then I started learning and passionate about finding out more about the science. And the first person I put on the product was my mum, my lovely mum, who had cancer and who was such a positive person and so always supportive of me. And so she of course went straight onto the product because she was supporting me. And just seeing her thriving and doing well after chemotherapy and everything, she was just so doing so well. And for myself, I just was going through early menopause. I'm going to be 50 soon, and I was just having all these hot sweats and hot flushes and not feeling great. And even though I was clean and eating well and nutrition was kind of spot on, I still had all these aches and pains, and the aging was creeping on me. And that's the first thing I noticed, that all those kind of things disappeared. And I just started to really believe in the product. And then that's just suddenly grown, and because I was passionate about the products and passionate about helping people with their health and wellness and nutrition plus the products, and it's grown, and I've really been so proud of myself because going from this single mom whose struggles were always about finance, and I could never ever take my children on holiday. They've never been abroad, never been on an aeroplane. And so when I heard that you could win incentive holidays, that was exciting. So I put my goal that I was going to win that Bahamas trip. And on I think it was New Year's Eve, I qualified. And so it was the best New Year's Eve present ever, that I could tell my children, we're going to the Bahamas. And so the first flight my son had ever been on was to go all the way to the Bahamas, and that's where I met you.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And what a delight that was. And you know, to be able to come from where you were to traveling with your children as a single mom, and you've been single for, I think you said 11 years now?
11 years, yeah.
You know what? Congratulations for becoming rediscovering the greatest version of who you are. And you know, we're talking to so many people out here today, and young women and middle-aged women alike find themselves in a very similar situation. And I'll tell you, when you're under the guise of abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or all the above, or verbal, what that does, talk about, you said you were just shut down, you were just like, you weren't, you're a far lesser version, shut down version of who you once were. Well, guess what else gets shut down? Your body, your cells, your nerves, your health begins. It's all interrelated. All these things, we just don't understand how intertwined our bodies are with our emotions and with the stress levels. So I can't imagine.
Well, I became an emotional eater, so I just put on so much weight, and so I was not a yummy mummy, I was a frumpy mummy. So I was yeah, I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. So what I've done now as well, apart on top of what I do with Life Vantage, I also support women to love who they see in the mirror. So it's called Love What You See in the Mirror. It doesn't matter about anybody else, love what you see. And to me, that's my real passion, because I know I didn't love me, I didn't respect me, I didn't feel like my thoughts was powerful enough. I didn't feel like nobody had listened to me. And years on, that's where I really want to kind of really find, help other people find their voice, other people find their passions, and to really be proud of themselves and to think well of themselves. We're so nasty to ourselves, aren't we? So many times criticizing ourselves. We're our worst enemy, and we can be so venomous to ourselves. And so what I really want people to, nurture their bodies, feel powerful about themselves, and love who they are.
And you know what? You are a reflection of what that looks like. You truly are. And in the journey of going through your studies of being a certified nutritional coach, a health coach, and now new hypnotherapist, having your certification in hypnotherapy, which is also just part of rewiring those inner parts of yourself, right? Is that a lot of what that is, so that you
I've done a lot of work on myself, a lot of work of self-development on myself, but obviously to me, if I can help other people transition, and I think mindset is the main part of it, isn't it? So the transition, the hypnotherapy is really going to help with that mindset shift as well.
Definitely. Well, so what we have here is our mutual connection that we have is through this amazing company, which has this amazing activation product that deals with oxidative stress, as you said those words. Some people may hear that and go, "What? I don't even know what oxidative stress is." Well, it's a damaging effect of stress in your body, and that which the elements, it's like you're rusting from the inside out. So talk about stress rusting you for the years of abuse. That's what was going on in your body. So our mutual, and the beautiful thing is, Joe, is that you are showing how you can follow your passion in nutrition and helping people and mentoring women. You can follow that passion and do it as well as having a vehicle in this company with Life Vantage. And guess what? That which you are close to now, you get to celebrate, and is actually empowering.
Because we laugh about it. Yes, we laugh about it often, because I remember when I first joined, and I organised a little meeting locally, and Lisa, who's one of the main women in Europe, was coming to support me. And I phoned her and I said, "Don't mention the business, will you? I've only told people about the product. Don't mention the business." Because I was so embarrassed that it was with network marketing. But now I've got a complete shift. And I'm so proud that it's with network marketing, because I really think it is such an amazing business model, because I get supported by everybody in my team. I support them. We work together. We don't work in competition. We work together. And the beautiful thing is, Becky is here tonight interviewing me, and we've got no connection in the business, really, have we? No. So we just met and we connected around a swimming pool, and Becky's very kindly jumped on to help me. So this shows you the power of network marketing, how people just love to help each other and grow each other. And the other exciting thing is I've just booked my flights to go to Salt Lake City, the convention. So in less than, about 10 days, is it? 2 weeks. I'll be with you, Becky, in America. Salt Lake.
So excited to see that. That's quite a trip for you. That is a commitment. And going in 11 years ago, would you have ever dreamt that you would financially, emotionally, and confidently be able to book a flight with you and your child and fly across the pond to something that you can come and learn more about this new passion and about the industry of network marketing, the product that we have, which is so unique, and I'm sure you found in your health practice and practice. And I had somebody say, well, I already take something that's kind of like that from my company, and I'm like, there is no other. This is something that there is no other product. There's nothing you could ever compare it to, because it is a one and only. It's the what do we call it? It's the power product. It's the power. It's the heartbeat of what we do and why we do it. So, but anyway,
I think it's the testimonials, isn't it, that just make you feel so amazing when you get people popping into your messenger and say, thank you, Joe, for recommending this product. I no longer have this, so I'm sleeping better, or I'm just feeling better, or less pain, or whatever it is. That to me is, worth everything we go through. Yeah,
it's 1,000% worth it. And so anyway, well, I hope that hearing Joe's story, I hope today that you were encouraged to see how a young woman who has lived under so much has gone from where she was to where she is. And Joe, just wrap us up saying, where are you going with this? Where do you see your life 5-10 years from now as a result of you saying yes, not being closed again to network marketing, but going, okay, I'm going to go ahead and listen to this, and look at you now, going from an unbeliever to a believer. You're skeptical to non-skeptical, and now you're passionate about it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? And saying you could be there too. Anybody who would make this quality choice, get with Joe, get with the person that shared it, they could be there too. But where do you see yourself even yet in 5 years, short years?
I'll be definitely moving away from my local town. I'll be having freedom. The freedom to be wherever I want to be, the freedom to travel, the freedom to be with whoever I want to be, when I want to be. And that is what this gives you. Your freedom to work wherever you want to be, just from my smartphone. And knowing that, supporting my team and helping my team to get what they want helps me to move forward as well. So, and bring those people up with me. So yes, my goal is obviously to be one of the top ranks. I really want that. But also alongside my other business, which is building women up. So love what you see in the mirror is going to be, as well, my main focus as well. So a balancing act.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, and this gives us the ability to balance that and to do just that, follow our passion. So Joe and I encourage you today who are watching this, is that you too can be a greater version every year, a greater version of who God created you to be, just to be the most beautiful you, looking in the mirror and seeing, who do you see? And we know that this journey that we have found ourselves on together is a huge piece of what is going on in our lives, and how we're bringing others into this journey to be more empowered, more financially empowered, confidently empowered, physically empowered. We're so grateful for this. And Joe, I'm grateful for you. Thank you with all my heart.
Thank you for inviting me on. Thank you.
Where you are over here, blow you a kiss over here. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day. And all of you out there, if somebody shared this with you, it's because they love you and they want the best for you. And if you have any questions about what we've been talking about, the company, the product, the opportunity, where we are together, we would love to talk with you about it as well, or the person that shared this with you. So Joe, have a beautiful evening. And you out there, have a beautiful day or evening, wherever you find yourself watching this. All right, we'll talk with you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.